What is going on, guys? We are back with Week 12 in our Titans Online user franchise, and we have a huge scenario. Not only did Ronald get a chance to go from normal to star, he now gets a chance to go from star to superstar development, which is insane. By far the biggest upgrade chance of the season. Jayon was huge. Don't get me wrong, he's like the leader of this defense, and is a guy I can trust to tackle people, but if Ronald Jones got something like Jukebox or Spin Cycle, it would completely change the offense. The offense would become even more potent. Obviously, we're still looking for Mariota to dev up. Obviously, he can't get a scenario, but we're going to try to play as well as we can to get him a dev up by the end of the year. But right now, it's Ronald Jones time. I almost said Jayon time. Yeah, this is going to be against a quote-unquote new user. We've been shifting new Jaguars players for a while now, and I think this guy's going to be here to stay for a bit longer, so we'll see how this game goes, and hopefully it's a good matchup. Not too good, though. Please don't stop me from getting my scenario. Leave a like and subscribe on the video. Everyone gives him a yard for his scenario. Right? I tried. I've done that twice now. I'm just saying. A.J. Brown down the field gets a decent gainer. We should probably look for wide receiver. When I picked this team and thought of this team, I really didn't think of this team as a team that really needed wide receiver. But then I realized that they got rid of Taywan Taylor, and I was like, oh, crap. And here, I really thought that was going to be way more yards. But still, it's a conversion. More yards for Ronald, obviously. And pre-snap, I made a Brady. And unfortunately, I also decided to throw a Sanchez. I'm trying to think, a Trubisky, maybe? I don't know. Somebody that throws a picks, okay? And probably just me at this point. So, good bait by him, and unfortunately, he's now at the midfield point. Less time on the field for Ronald is definitely not a good thing. Obviously, we're trying to get this scenario. He's trying to get off the edge with Day-Day Westbrook, D.D. Day-Day. I don't care. I really don't. Third down and pretty damn long. Can we make the stop over the middle? I think he dropped it, but we should have had a pick there. Linebackers just can't jump this, Matt. I know, in fairness, he doesn't have great jumping, but you just can't jump with linebackers this year. 1st and 10. Mariota going to try to turn into another one. I don't know if he got it. I think he's short. 2nd and 1 now. Yeah, there you go, Ronald. Why did we take that all the way out? I don't know. I thought maybe he thought he was going to use her. I'm not sure, but he's blitzing a lot. He's bringing down the players to stop this ground game. However, can't stop the reception. Almost did, in fairness, because Ronald's not a very good catcher. And there's no blocks. Free off the edge is Josh Allen. Going to throw it short to... Don't get me wrong. We're looking for him mainly, but that's still a really good look. He's going to gain about 10 on that to set up the play here. 3rd and long. Where the hell did that creep come from? Ramsey, ya pedo. just out of the van in the shadows. And there's a huge hit. And another turnover. Great. Just out of nowhere. I don't know how he didn't pick that off, in fairness, but didn't matter because they forced the fumble. 1st and 10 for the 39-yard line. Going to get right back to about midfield. It seems like every damn time gets to midfield right after the turnover. Here, a pretty decent stop. Phillip Lindsay on the Jags. Broncos just never seem to keep Phillip at all, and I thought that was going to be picked. Instead, it's all the way down to the 31. He's moving the ball. It's tied up 0-0. Can't really call it tied up because no score has been made. It's still tied, I suppose, is the wording that I would use. So, as long as he doesn't turn over the ball, he probably will take the first lead of the game. He's going to get his guy to fight pretty damn hard for him, and that will lead to the first points of the game, like we said. A field goal. And here, if we had to make a guess, I don't know if we're going to get this. Oh, there you go, Ronald. Finally finding some room to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 now. Getting the block from Ronald and... Excuse me? He just assaulted me. I guess there's no penalty there. 2nd and 10. Mariota going to find some room. We usually don't run with him. He's on par for under 250 yards rushing on the season, which is pretty rough considering how fast he is, but without the acceleration from something like Escape Artist, it really doesn't matter how fast you are in this game. John New, okay, thankfully he's such a beast, he broke off 2 tackles, but the first one, he kind of lost the first down for a moment. Got to cut that out sooner. We're trying to go for the big play rather than just get as many yards as we can. Look at the quick throw there. The pressure, once again, the blitzing. It's very hard to run because he's just blitzing the hell out of us. 3rd and 3 now from the 10. Inside slant. Corey Davis has been brutally good on the slant. That's brutally good is probably not the word I would use. And after multiple audibles to the outside, got the look we wanted to the flat. Ronald Jones gets a touchdown. So there you go. And hey, there you go indeed. A freaking penalty. 15-yarder face mask. Good job. 1st and 10 now from the 41. Jayon Brown. It's not hard to tell. Ooh, Wesley's. I didn't even know he played. He must be a special teamer. Overthrow. But, yeah, I mean, you could pretty much tell who is who on this team because the superstars are very limited on defense. And there's one, speaking of, pulled off Justin Simmons there. Justin Jeffrey Simmons figured it out. And still got the sack. I'm surprised. I'm really shocked by that. Really good return by Jonathan Jones near midfield. Almost halftime. This game seems like it's been blazing by. Mariota going to dial up a dot right to the outside to Batson. 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. Mariota going to stand tough. Maybe a little too tough because he gets sacked by Yannick. 2nd and 17 from the 21-yard line. There you go. Ronald gets about 14 yards. Sets up a pretty manageable 3rd and 4. Ronald to the outside. Tries to cut it inside. Can't get it. And we're going to get risky here from 4th and 1. And we have him wide open on the right side of the field. And we hesitate. Jake Ryan gets the sack right before half. Takes away any chance at points. And speaking of sacks, I believe Cameron Wake now on the play. Man, he is so good. The fact that he's actually 476 years old really sucks. But that's just the way the game goes. And Jonathan Jones drops a pick that could have changed the game. You know, he catches that ball and runs. We might be looking at a field goal. Instead, we aren't. 1 second left, but this is coming back because of a hold. So now probably really playing conservatively and inside. Good stop. So second half, we're only up by 4. A 7-3 game is definitely not what we expected at all. And here comes the kick return. Tries to find room, and I don't know what the hell that move was, but he found an extra burst of speed somehow. I don't know. I can't keep up. No pressure at all. We coverage sack, basically. It wasn't even a sack, though. Gardner Minshew gets about 2-3 yards here on 3rd down. That's a nice 50-50 ball. I definitely thought we were going to pick that. Phillip, that's the wrong way. He probably should have went up the middle. He had him. Definitely had him. 2nd and 11 from about midfield. 6 minutes in the 3rd, and Jesus, that ball was overthrown quite a bit. I don't know, but it seemed like we may have had the pick there. If not, how in the hell? You didn't see it because, I didn't show it, but he, fake hiked 2 or 3 times, and our guy fell for it late. And there goes another sack from another Cameron Wake himself. I don't know why I said another Cameron Wake. Hopefully we can draft another Cameron Wake. We need a guy of his caliber because he's going to retire. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I decided to do... Ooh, Ronald. Run, Ronald. Run, Ronnie. I decided to do D-line retirement trait. We'll see if that changes anything. Probably won't. But I would love for it to, I suppose. Ronald Jones gets a decent bit. He's got to be getting pretty close to that 150 total mark. Probably not so much anymore after he just lost a few yards. 3rd down, and there's just no blocking. Good force grab by Dion Lewis. And, I mean, we're nearing the 4th quarter with a total score of 10. That's ridiculously low. These blitzes have been killing us. Got to try to get the ball out quicker. We got to look at that. I think we're going to start paying attention to what people do rather than just going for what we want to do. I usually just don't even read the defense. I just usually go for, okay, I want to get the ball here. I want to run the ball this time. Boom, boom, bow. You know, it doesn't really matter what the defense is running. I like to run it, and that's why we're running into some troubles here. 2nd and 6 now after making the stop. Ronald Jones to the outside. Ronald Jones making Jake Ryan miss. Pretty damn close to 150 total, and might even have it right here. 1st and 10. You'll pretty much be able to tell by the fact that if we're throwing to him a lot or not, and I'm going to say he doesn't have it. However, he was by far the best target. Just couldn't get the feet down, unfortunately. Quick throw to the outside. I mean, we're trying to find anyone as he's just gaping us with these blitzes. 3rd and 1 now. Quick throw to the outside. That's the animation we get. Quick throw to the outside. And he wants to keep blitzing us. I'm going to keep running the same quick formation to the outside. Running backs, it's hard to stop when you're blitzing like that in man. So, hey, that's the game he wants to play. That's the game we're playing. Ronald Jones on this run, I believe, has done it. I believe he has had enough. I mean, not had enough, but he's gotten enough, and Ronald Jones puts it in just for good measure. So he puts it in, well, 2 touchdowns in the game, over 150 total. He's gotten his superstar ability. What is it going to be? Hopefully Jukebox would be game-changing. Gardner on the inside, taken down by good old Cameron Wake. He might make the Pro Bowl at this rate. 3rd down and manageable, but not manageable anymore as Malcolm Butler comes up with the clutch sack. This is a very hard to play to get, unless you're playing against us, of course. Not only that, but he looked like he did like a friggin' hip thrust as he got up, just taunting us. What the hell was that? That was unfair. We're down, we're up by 11, but there's still a chance. If we're catching passes like that, anything is possible. Can we, pick the ball at one point? I don't know. He kicks the field goal on 4th and 4 to give himself a chance. But it comes down to, can his defense make the play? Of course, he's going to be blitzing a lot again. So I'm just going to be looking for quick throws, timing routes, stuff like that, because man coverage is going to be very hard to cover, stuff like that. Batson, oh my God, thankfully it wasn't actually a hard-hitting player. Ramsey's okay, but not that hard-hitting. Inside Corey Davis. I mean, we're not going to run the ball. If he's going to blitz like that, we're going to keep going for the quick ins and outs and just look for anyone that we can find open. I mean, there's another quick throw to Jonnu, taps the feet down. Does he not? All right. 2nd and 10 from the 24-yard line. Stepping into the throw as we're hit. Batson's going to get the 1st down. 2-minute warning, and a score wins the game. Dion Lewis. Dion Lewis is trying to do exactly that. Dion Lewis is unstoppable. Unbelievable. That is going to be the game-winning touchdown. Throwing it deep. Can we get a last? So we drop all the picks that were easy. Kevin Byard comes up with his 2nd one-handed pick of the season. And there, I wasn't sure if he was going to call timeouts or not. So we ran one final time, and it didn't even matter. Is that Sean Payton? Interesting. Very interesting. Here are the highlights, screenshots. A beautiful one-hander by Kevin Byard, in fairness. But it would appear, unless we made a very tragic mistake, that Ronald Jones, really interesting pick there, is now a superstar development player with a chance to go to X Factor with a scenario, or just end of the season dev up Super Bowl scenario, which is ridiculous. From normal to superstar X Factor, I was going to do an actual experiment video on it, but seeing as Jayon and Ronald both have a very legit chance of doing that, I don't think there's really much of a reason to do so anymore. Hopefully the game doesn't glitch out, though, because that would just not be a fun thing that could happen. Here's Cameron Wake, just absolutely killing it, man. He's a game changer, man. When I came into this team, when I looked at this team, I didn't really think he was going to be that big of a factor because he's kind of on the slower side, but he just gets it done. And there's nothing more beautiful than that. Sorry, Wesley, victim of poor timing, I'll tell you what. And, of course, Ronald Jones needs an upgrade. Is he going to do it? Is he going to... What's the ability? Oh, it's over. GG's. GG's. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Anyways, hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya.